If you would just, like say, sing and keep it simple, give a warm round of applause and welcome for Chuck Murphy, who came all the way over from Kansas. What? No, here, I'm gonna hand you this. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. I may have to adjust the volume for you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ah, there it is. Well, okay, I'm going to start off with a prediction that I really debated even mentioning, but I just feel like I have to say this. I think there's going to actually be an extra day this year, and I think it's going to be somewhere around the end of February. Just watch for that extra day.
Can you prove that?
I can't actually prove it, but I've got a really strong feeling. Okay, seriously, I'm really glad you went to the political arena because I was going to stay away, but I thought, nah, you got to get into that. So this is mine. I'm going to go on record as saying in front of all of you fine people tonight that I think sometime in the next year we're going to learn that the Donald is actually a true evil genius. And I'm predicting that it's either going to come from his own mouth or someone very close to him, that all of this has simply been to help ensure a Democratic win. He's been playing this game, having a blast, being a jerk, insulting everyone. I mean, how can he be that stupid? He can't be that stupid. He's really brilliant. Who was his best buddy before all of this? It was Hillary, of course. So anyway, that's what I really think it's going to be. And then he's going to, I'm going to say he's going to go on and take credit for exposing all the hidden hatred and bigotry and racism that has been hiding just under the surface. He's managed to pull it all out into the open and go, see? We said it was there, and there it is. So that's my big one. I think it's the Donald playing the biggest role he's ever played, and at some point he's going to say he's fired, and it's going to be a joke on everybody but us, because we knew, right? Okay, number two is who actually I think is going to run. I don't think it's going to be Donald. I think he's going to play his cards somewhere towards the end. I really think. And I hate to say it, I think it's going to be Cruz. I know. But then again, I also felt he'd be running against Hillary, although if it were up to me, it would be Bernie all the way. So anyway, I guess you know where I'm at on that. And the Swami like Bernie, so hey, there's two of us, right?
Three of us.
Three of us, four of us. The specter of war, I think, is going to be center stage rather quickly. Like Paula said, I agree it's going to be centered around North Korea. But instead of it being sort of a regional conflict, I think it's going to have the potential to actually boil over into an actual world war. There's just too much unrest in too many places. Too many people would see this as an opportunity. We have too many hands reaching into the pot. So that's what I hope doesn't happen, but I think will. Also, I think it's going to be shown that some very simple vegetables and spices and certain vitamins can and do cure cancer and have been kept under wraps by Big Pharma. I hate to use that term generically like that, but I really think that's going to come out. And the biggest scandal of all, I think, is going to be for us to learn how much big oil is contributing to keeping solar and wind power off the charts and keeping it out of the free market. Doing everything they can, and there's some very insidious things that will be revealed. Same thing with automobiles. Just all the roadblocks that are being thrown up. There's so many more efficient, even if we have to use fossil fuel, so many other efficient ways it could be being used right now that are being blocked. Again, it's funny how much we parallel. I feel that there's going to be what maybe history will call a civil uprising, as very staunch and unbending conservatives refuse to accept the lawful outcome of an election or elections. I just think that there's too many people with too many guns that have some very narrow opinions. And I don't know if this little thing that's going on is in Oregon. Yeah, if that's maybe a sign of what's coming or not, I don't know. Nobody here is open carrying, right? I just thought I'd ask that. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think this was the crowd that we'd have to worry about that. On a much more positive note, this is my last one, I think there's going to be a major push in the area of spirituality. I think you guys are all feeling it too. Sort of a grassroots movement, kind of upswelling, if you will. Everybody looks at the different major religions, not just the Abrahamic ones, but all of them. and realize the flaws that are built into all this traditional worship and the templates that keep everybody separate and exclusive. And I really feel that this is the beginning, and maybe it's just because of the new age, the age of Aquarius, but I think we're going to be moving towards a much more inclusive relationship to not only God's spirit, the creator, source, whatever, but also to just our fellow human beings, and starting to realize we're all here for basically the same reasons. And I also feel that many of the major religions will probably denounce this, at least at the outset, as either heresy or blasphemous or sure signs of the end times. Now that we know we're waiting for the Trump, right? Stay with it. You guys are a small but very powerful force, and just encourage you to continue supporting this kind of gradual shifting to spirituality instead of religion. And I'll leave you with a quick observation I had. I heard a friend of mine told me the other day, the difference between a religious person and a spiritual person is this. A religious person is sitting in the pew on Sunday, thinking about being at the lake
Yes.
and drinking a beer.
That's right.
A spiritual person is at the lake, drinking a beer, thinking about God.
That's right.
Thank you.